I gather my forces and then swing with, a lot of dudes.
Yeah. Lethal.
Yeah.
It's not going to save me from lethal.
It's true. You take the damage regardless. So.
Yeah. I just thought it would be interesting in case this deck is ever playing up against a Niv Mizzet. Because it's not.
That's true.
It's not just creature, it's permanent. So, like, if your Ugin throws 3 damage at me, I can, in response, Hellish Rebuke.
That's cool. That's cool.
It's pretty cool.
If I, for some reason, say, oh, you know what, I'll throw damage with the Staff of Domination. You can be like, hope you didn't want to do anything else.
Staff of Nin.
Yeah. Yeah, Nin too.
This is the last round!
Yes, it is a way to take care of
a few things.
An artifact in the game.
Yeah, but it's also like you advise me to cut No Mercy, and No Mercy sticks around even if it only hits creatures.
Yeah, right. In my mind's eye, I was like, oh my god, I could have Wormcoil Engine out, and then he could swing, or not Wormcoil Engine, but Massacre Worm, and then he could swing at me with a bunch of 1/1s, and I can just be like, ha! Eat 4 for every guy that's dying right now.
Can't play this 2-land hand, even in Marwyn. Even though Praetor's Council is in my opening hand. Well, mostly because Praetor's Council is in my opening hand.
This is a losing hand.
Shuffle it in, man. It's taken me a while.
It's playable. It's the difference. I'm not gonna keep shuffling until I find the hand that will beat you.
Okay.
It's playable.
Yeah, I mean, the rule that we have listed up on the site is as many times as is reasonable. Which is, I pitch a force and then say go. Or, no, yeah, I do say go. You go first.
Swamp.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Good news is these sleeves, doing fine.
Nice.
Fine, just fine. Granted, there's only like their 5th game, but take it. Forest, Letter Elf, say go. I like that this card likes me. That's a real good turn 1 play.
Swamp. Another loyal. Swing for 1.
Yes, haste on top of shadow? Cool.
Ah!
Set?
Yep.
Alright.
Ever guy. Forever guy. Forever guy.
Forest into Marwyn and then say go.
Opal Palace. Dark Steel Ingot. Commander's Plate. In for 1.
Okay, want to go to 38?
Your turn.
Now I can't hurricane you. I mean, that is a fucking strong ass card.
Now I can't hurricane.
Forest. All this mana and nothing to spend it on. Swing with a Marwyn.
I can't play it. I'm tapped out.
Oh, yeah.
I take 1. That's why I'm saying,
Say go.
A leech-ridden swamp. So many leeches.
that-
In for 1?
I'll take 1.
And a Yawgmoth.
1 cast.
Cast Moth. It's your turn.
Bow!
Ever guy.
Oh, man. Start with Forest.
Mm-hmm.
It's 5 mana. Seems like it. For my next trick, Sylvan Library. We're going to see if this card backfires, if I allow it. It's not so much as it backfires as I point it at myself.
Mm-hmm. Not so much it backfires as works the intended way.
Man, sweet Yawgmoth.
Thank you.
It's pretty sweet.
Sweet non-humans.
I mean, yeah. That is a good point.
The damage will be dealt to him.
That's true. That's true. Problem is that Commander's Plate also.
Mm-hmm.
So let's handle that. Have a beast instead.
Thanks, mate.
See, it was being Warren. You know, you gotta
Yeah.
crack it open and have a beast.
That makes sense.
And second.
Cabal Coffers with 3 swamps in play, which is great news, because that means that I can 1 and a black demonic tutor
Nice.
and go look through my deck for a card.
And he hasn't played a land this turn, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I did. I played the Cabal
The
Coffers.
Cabal Coffers. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also not looking for the thing that you might expect me to look for. I gotta look for something that's gonna win me this game.
Yeah. RuneScarred Demon. No. You see what I want to put, what is it? Skinwing, kind of. I don't actually want to do it in Griswold. Just give something flying. Green loves that shit.
Yeah. I cast a Nest of Scarabs.
Block that thing is actually kind of terrifying.
Yeah. I think I sack my Nether Trader to put a -1/-1 counter on your Marwyn. It gets me
And you pay a life to do that?
Yep. And I draw a card. It gets me an insect.
I believe a very particular insect. No, I'm thinking of a different one. That's a Nest of Scarab, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a 1/1 insect?
Yes,
Black?
it is.
Sweet.
And then I sacrifice this 1/1 insect, pay a black to get my Nether Trader back, put a -1/-1 counter on your guy, get an insect, and draw a card.
And you pay up to so 37.
Yep. And then I swing for 5.
Take 5.
Ooh.
2 of it is.
Oh,
gosh.
not the candy bar. Your turn.
Candy bar. Oh,
You
yeah.
said, oh, damn it. Can I swing with my Nether Trader too?
Sure.
He's got haste.
Was he not in there? Okay. 31. Set.
Yep.
I may look at these. See if it's worth paying 8 life. Nah, this one? And pay no life. Take a regular ass card. I will play
How can you kill that which pays no life?
a forest. One and 2 green. Eternal Witness. I get a card from my graveyard back to my hand. It's a beast within, which costs 2 and a green. Sicko.
Well, while we're at it, we'll pay a life, sack the insect, put a -1/-1 counter on your guy. Draw a card. Swamp. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for a Grave Titan. And then 1 for Sensei's Divining Top. And then we swing for 2 and 3 is 5, 6. On a creature. Create that many 1/1 black insects. Okay. Your turn. Oh, I got 2 zombies. Coming in with the doo-doo zombies. You better run. Take cover.
I will not pay any extra life. Just do this. Drop a Nykthos, which is cool. 2, and I can add my Devotion to green in green, which is currently 1.
Nice. So for the low price of 3 lands can you get 1 green mana?
All right. So what I can do though is for 2 and a green, I can just regular ass growing reds of Vitalmock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at them. Reveal a creature from among them. Priest of Titania. Put the rest on the bottom in a random order. She goes to my hand. And no creatures. I mean, you want another beast? Have one.
I'm going to respond first.
Yeah.
And sack this insect 3 times to kill this beast. So I'll end the thing. 1, 2, 3 cards. I paid 3 life. This beast goes away and gets replaced with a beast. This nest of scarabs go away. Let's say I really got that 3 mana worth out of that card.
Right. And then go to my end of turn, see if I have 4 creatures. No.
Just double check.
Yeah. But now my devotion is 2. Nykthos is almost netting me.
I'll top at the end of your turn as well.
Just 1 more green mana, and Nykthos will break even.
Cool. Swan. Cabal Coffers taps for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana.
Oh, man.
We'll use 2 of it to cast a Poet's Quill, which lets me learn. I discard a Hellish Rebuke.
For what it's worth, learn you discard first, then draw.
Right.
But you would have.
Yeah, discard the Hellish Rebuke, because I know what this card is and I wanted it. 1 black floating. So that's... Oh no, 3 black floating. Right, because I only cast it.
It was 5 minus 2. Yep.
So that brings me up to 4 for the Crypt Ghast. Which lets me pay that to put the Poet's Quill over onto the Grave Titan, which gives it +1/+1 in lifelink. And then 6 mana for 2 Commander Sphere and Swiftfoot Boots equip. And we'll get in for 3, 5, 6, 7.
What do you mean you will? You sure I don't
11,
have a Cyclo
18 is what I'm swinging for. Not guaranteed to get in.
And 2 of it is Yawgmoth. I go to 5 Yawgmoth damage.
And I get 2 more 2/2 zombies.
And also 8 life.
And also 7 life.
Yep. It ignored one of my button presses.
Perfect. And it's your turn.
That's what I get for using React.
Wish there was a seed born in mono black.
Oh, wait. I also get to...
Oh, yeah. If there was one card that I could Planner Chaos, it'd be Seedborn Muse to black.
Okay, well. You not at the moment.
I'd call it Seedborn Banshee.
Well, like, Seed is a very green. It would have to be, like, Maggotborn Muse?
Oh, yeah, or like Graveborn Muse. I bet you that's already a card. I think Graveborn Muse is already a card. Guess what I'm going to check out? Graveborn.
That's 7 life.
Muse. Ha! 2 and 2 black. Creature, zombie, spirit, 3/3. At the beginning of your upkeep, you draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of zombies you control.
Strong. I mean, how often is that going to kill you? Non-zero times. How often is that going to get you a fuck ton of cards and win you the game? Non-zero times. I play Forest. Okay. 4, 5, 6, and let's say 7. 1, 2. Priest of Titania. Tap for a green for each elf on the battlefield. Devotion is now at the point where Nykthos breaks even in green. Not that it's terribly important. Seedborn Muse. And tap down. End my turn.
I will sack my insect to kill your priest. Lose a life and draw a card. And then I top. What's my
I have
hand?
7 life and a blocker. Granted. Nykthos is now netting me a green. At last.
I play a swamp. That's 4 2/2 zombies. Just in case you've got shenanigans, we'll play a Grimhara Specs. 1 2 3. He morphs.
Yeah, you gonna?
Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, draw a card.
You know, that's a cool thing to... he only unmorphs for a black? That's cool.
It's pretty good.
Because you have this morphling and it's like damnation and he goes, whoop, I'm gonna draw a bunch of cards.
And I get 2/2 zombies.
Float 8 green mana and lose.
Nice.
This is a Regal Force.
In response, activate my Leech Ridden Swamp
Yeah.
for the first time ever. Each opponent loses a life.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd what can I possibly do? Well, no, fog exists in green, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not in this. Yeah, Yawgmoth is easy enough to get Marwyn not started
Yeah.
to really just stop her from raising this baby of a deck.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, if it's one thing that the father of Phyrexia is not okay
Oh, yeah.
with, it is raising children. They are to be created.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, Marwyn's
That's not perfection.
Yeah, Marwyn's trying to raise babies, but the family physician is traumatizing them out of...
Yeah.
Marwyn gets a tragic loss.
Wow.
Not that tragic. She was never excited.
The second game was ridiculous. Again, just sitting there with the Hellish Rebuke thinking to myself, maybe I can get it to go off and it'll justify being in this deck. I mean, hell, 8.5 Tails justified like 4 new cards in him last week.
Yeah. Castle Garenbrig. Let me cast a card. Alright, fine. I won't cut it.
It's no less than a forest.
It's
Except
true.
that you can't equip it with that one thing that can only equip forests.
That's true.
And can't be untapped by that guy that says untap target forest.
True. And also, it enters tapped unless you control a forest, but in mono green, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to do a break in one more, maybe?
Yeah.
Or just call it there? Alright.
No, again, last week I said I wanted to play Intap for at least the one game.
Right. Let's do
So,
Intap.
if
I'll bring
you're
in
okay
Marwyn.
with
I
that.
don't know. We'll take a break and figure it out. BRB guys. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Yeah. We were just talking about how much we love when people decide to take us through the rigmarole of giving themselves an excuse to do an impression of a parrot.
Yeah. Hashtag we see you, Rob Brydon.
Yeah. The die has been cast. Oh, man. I don't know. Okay. Alex is going to play
Intat.
Intetsky.
Never before seen on stream. I should
Is
let
that
you
true? Oh, yeah.
guys know what he does, because mine is in, I think, German or Russian.
That looks Russian to me.
Well, that really counters the whole, like...
No, you are playing Intet. I'm not.
I've always pictured him standing on top of this, like, giant cliff, which apparently is Intet-sized.
Oh, yeah.
Just
But
like
how big is that?
peering down on everyone else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it only fits him, and not even a lot of him. Like, if he wanted to lay down, he'd have to go find a different perch.
Yeah. I'm playing Kalia, determined to buy fair dice roll. I say fair. I kind of threw it a little bit.
See fair dice roll.
Yeah, so Intet is Alex's version of my Marwyn. He doesn't play it because he feels guilty.
I do.
And if I remember correctly, Intet was one of the original Elder Dragons when they made Elder Dragon Highlander.
He was the third iteration of the Elder Dragons before they started putting Elder Dragon on the card. So there was the Nicol Bolas, Chromium, like the old ones. Like Nicol Bolas had a upkeep of a black, a blue, and a red.
Yeah,
to keep
and
him
there's
around.
like all the three. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was Dromar the Banisher, Dorriguez the Igniter, Rith the Awakener.
Oh, Rith. Oh, that's what. Excellent. Let's talk
Yeah.
about with Rith. Okay.
And then, so those ones were the two friendly colors, or the, like, so Naya and Grixis, because there was Tromar the Renewer.
Okay.
They all did stuff like when they hit, you paid 2 and their color, and like Dromar was you name a color and return all creatures of that color to their owner's hands.
As long as we're talking about it. Okay.
Yeah.
So
they were the friendly color combinations.
okay, so that's when they're right in, like, next to each other.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then Intet's cycle was the enemy colors. So the
That's where 2 are next and 1 is across.
Yeah, so-
he's green, red,
green,
blue.
red, blue. So
Okay.
yeah, green, red, and blue.
Okay.
And then there was like Manchild has Teneb, which is green, white, black.
Okay.
Who, in my very humble opinion, is the only good green, white, black commander.
Commander. Okay.
Yeah, when he hits, you can pay 2 and a black to put a creature from your graveyard onto the battlefield under your control.
Nice. My own graveyard? Okay. Still pretty good.
Still
really good.
really good, yeah. And then like Numat, who's America colors, and he hits and he blows out 2 lands for 2 and a red. So like, yeah, just fucking silly. I think I keep that, and I pitch the Eternal Witness, the Venser, and the Phyrexian Ingester.
Nice. Now, that Intet deck in particular, he's just going to play. No, wait, that's 8.5 doesn't more like that. He's going to play my deck.
No, he hits you, and I can pay 2 and a blue to exile the top card of my library.
Your own library. Okay.
Yep, and can cast that card without paying its mana cost for as long as... Wait, sorry. You may look at that card for as long as it remains exiled. You may play that card without paying its mana cost for as long as Intet remains on the battlefield.
Cool. Intet the Dreamer. You know, like in Magic, a lot of Dream is usually blue-white. But he's got the blue, it's fine.
Oh, he dreams. Theoretically.
I was going to say.
I would love to know what a dragon dreams about. That's probably just gold.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably just sitting around in a giant tub of gold, like falling asleep in their giant tub of gold going, this isn't enough gold.
Yeah.
Like when they tried to get the fucking dragon turtle to come to the island to fight the other thing that had a lot of treasure, and he was like, you know, I like easy pickings.
Yeah. Was that, like,
I don't want to go
the
fight
first
for my treasure.
instance of Jester, like, I'm going to cast message, and Matt goes, all right, who? And she goes, the dragon turtle. And you're like, all right.
I love that, like 3 a.m, and she's like, I'm going to send him to the Bright Queen. And he's just like, I never knew what this spell could do in the wrong hands.
Yeah. Because, like, just as a bonus, that spell also bridges language barriers
Yeah.
for you, right? Yeah.
Yep.
How do you want to decide who goes first? With a round of Rochambeau. No.
I say we do it the way I do it at my house.
Which is?
2d6, and we go high, low, or spot on. I say we go spot on. Closest
on.
to 7 without going
I'm going to re-roll this because I put the rest of my D6 back.
Sure.
1, 5.
9.
Hell yeah.
9.
Steel dice. Love me today. Okay. Oh, I didn't even do the whole new game.
Big eye.
Temple of Silencio. When it enters tapped, I get to look and...
Are you ready?
Put that right on the bottom and go.
Scalding Tarn? Like actually? Tap, pay a life? Go look through my deck for an island or a mountain and put it onto the battlefield tapped. Or, sorry, onto the battlefield, not even tapped.
Cool.
This one just happens to be coming into play tapped because it is a triome.
You know what occurs to me? That card I put on the bottom?
Ketria Triome.
Can we just say that I left the card right where it was?
Sure.
Sweet. Seems like the kind of card I want. What was that? We were talking to longtime friend of the show, Hellcaster, was like tuned in and said, I said something like, I'm thinking of doing a version of Kalia with, anyways, Badlands and Sego, where I just have the various versions of, she cares about angels, demons, dragons. So this deck it's got some angels, it's got some demons, it's got some dragons. So I should do a version with no demons, no dragons, no angels, or like 3 versions, one each with
pay 2 for a breeding pool.
2 life, you say?
Yeah, and Sakura Tribe Elder.
Nice.
And it's your turn.
Anyways, I should do every combination of presence or absence of angels, demons, and dragons. And I believe Hellcaster said, demons only? Good deck. Foil planes. That leaves me with 1 of each with which to pass the turn.
Sack the Elder. Go look for a... Green source? Green source. What do you think the chances of me kicking myself in the ass for getting these green sources? We'll find out later.
If Kali the Boss had Forest Walk.
It would be unblockable with my first land play.
Yeah. The Triome, no, it's just land. It's not.
Forest?
No, it is. It's 1 of each. Awesome.
That's why the fetch land lets me find it.
Further amazed that the Triomes aren't like, well, they enter tapped.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
is
which keeps them below $20.
Yeah, I was gonna say, which separates this under $20 card from a $800 card.
Yep. A Stomping Ground tapped. No, sorry. Cinderglade tapped.
Yeah.
Because that can't enter play untapped no matter how bad I wanted to. Vivian, Champion of the Wilds. Shogo, you may cast creatures as though they had flash. +1 until your next turn, up to 1 target creature gains vigilance and reach. -2, look at the top 3 cards of your library, exile 1 face down, and put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. For as long as it remains exiled, you may look at that card, and you may cast it if it's a creature card. I'm going to put her up to 5 and give up to 1 target thing vigilance and reach until end of turn.
Cool.
And it's your turn.
Take the turn. Draw the card. Play the land. Yes, that land. Play the commander, and then pass and say go.
What are the cards? Be a burn turn.
Man, Alex told me.
Burn out your guy.
Alex told me last game, he said, I'm sorry for throwing a card at you.
Yeah,
said, well,
it's only when I'm going to heart the cards in.
And I said, it doesn't bother me that you threw it towards my side of the play. Really, it's just, I would have been more impressed if you managed to hit, like, the stack. But he told me a story of a friend of his throwing a card at the opponent that he cast it on. And yeah, that I wouldn't say.
It's because you were like, no, I wasn't insulted, so I'm just going to do it.
I know.
But I will try to not do it as much.
I mean, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Feel free to, I don't know, top deck things at me.
I
will play a Whisper Silk Cloak and put my Vivian up to 6.
I don't know what exactly could be top decked, but what am I looking for? This and this.
When it's the only card in your deck that can deal with the situation that you have in front of you. Go ahead. I play a Whisper Silk Cloak.
Waiting for that to... fucking goddamn it. Waiting for it to start so that I can pause it. Cool. And then this. And,
What's that do?
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
I choose you.
Oh my god, can I see her?
No, absolutely not.
As Morana Synodana.
Actually, I mean, you maybe can. Close. There you go.
Damn it. Every time, then. That's fair.
I'd pay silver mana for it.
That's fair.
What happened? I lose? Okay. Not yet. Swamp.
I lose.
Okay. I'm at 5 total mana. Go ahead.
Minimo. You can understand how many problems I have with that play. Minimo.
Untap target legendary permanent. Oh,
Yep.
cool.
I will give something up to one thing vigilance and reach until end of turn. And it's your turn.
What did you do at minus
Minus
two?
2.
Oh,
I
how
can
much?
look at
Okay.
look at the top 3, exile 1, rest go to the bottom. If that's a creature, I can cast it.
Yeah.
4 as long as it remains exile.
Play planes. 3/6. She would cost me a 7th. All right, let's
Cost 6.
6. Yeah, 4 plus 2 is 6.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Math is hard. Yeah, it's gonna burn around first. All right. Well, let me start with this. I'm just gonna drop Obnixilis Unshackled. Sego. Applying trample whenever an opponent searches their library. They sack a creature and lose 10.
End of your turn. You get an intent.
It's true. That's her static ability. You may cast creatures until they have flash.
Mm-hmm.
You're only doing the +1 so that she's more survivable. So she can keep that around.
Yeah, right. I will give intet, vigilance, and reach until end of turn.
Cool.
I'll play a scroll rack.
Cool.
Oh my god, it's been such a long time since I played a scroll rack.
I wish Obnixilis said, like, well... I wish there was a demon who said, like, whenever an opponent looks at a card from their library. Other than the top.
I swing for 6.
Take 6. Commander damage.
I pay 1. And put that card on top of my library to draw. And then the 2 and a blue to exile it. And for as long as it remains exiled, I can cast it.
Without paying its mana cost?
Without paying its mana cost.
Cool.
Your turn.
That's already fun.
I know, right?
And much, I'm glad I brought Kalia for this. Draw a card. Drop out of planes. Four, one of which black, and my only red, one of which white. 4, 5, 6. There's a red, there's a black, white. Kalia. Cast. He's got vigilance. All right, go ahead.
End your turn.
Oh, and I also got a marquee cast for you.
I played this Venser and bounce your Kalia back to your owner's hand.
Oh, thank God. She only costs 4 to... You say end of my turn. Okay. That's actually a interesting play.
Blue mana. Move to combat. Oh, sorry. Give him vigilance and reach until end of turn.
Intet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Swing for 6.
Take 6.
I exile the top card. Fucking hilarious. I cast it.
Sweet.
It's a Deadeye Navigator, and it pairs with my Venser.
Sweet. And it's 1 in a blue? 3 in a blue.
1 and a blue.
Cool. How much? Oh, and you can just... Yeah, and it's... Bounce it or return it to your hand?
Blink it.
Yeah, okay. Right, yeah, bounces. Yeah, okay.
Your turn.
That's right. The idea is that they're bouncing off the plane into your hand. Okay. I draw a card. Well, okay. Red, black, white, 1. Kalia. How cool is that? How cheap. What a cheap Kalia.
What an inexpensive Kalia.
3 mana remaining.
Cast for the very first time.
Yeah, absolutely. Psycho.
End of your turn.
Yep.
Blink my Venser to send your Obnixilis back to its owner's hand.
Fair. Go in. Okay.
I draw.
Beginning of your turn.
Beginning of my turn. Up to 4 to give him vigilance and reach until the beginning.
Intet?
Yeah,
Okay.
beginning of my next turn. Swing for 6.
Take 6. Bounce him. And then bounce Kalia. No, I block with Kalia.
Fine.
No.
Let's see how much this comes back to bite me in the ass. I'll put the Whisper Soak Cloak over on the intet.
Possibly. What's supposed to be so close again? Let me read.
Unblockable and Shroud.
Oh, good.
So now I can't give it Vigilance and Reach.
It's true. Shroud, though.
Yeah.
That's...
The ting. I know. You can go ahead.
Left it on my turn. Draw a card. Mountain! Hell yeah. 2, 4. Plus 4 is 8. Uh... 2, 4. 5. Black. Rune Scars for a card. Put it in my hand.
While it is still a spell.
Yeah, Venser is return a spell to my hand.
Or permanent to its owner's hand.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We said
I mean, if you want.
We
I
said
mean,
I don't like playing this deck because of just how...
That's fine. No, you know what? You're right. I should be talking about all manner of shit. Guys, what do I want to ask? I probably have a note somewhere.
I'm in for 6.
That's all?
That's all.
I take 6 and then survive it and continue to talk shit and say, you can't even kill me. I'll take you another connection with your unblockable commander.
I will brainstorm. And then pay the 3 to exile the card.
Oh yeah, guys, you should join Matrix. So, you notice how we keep talking about all of these social networks being terrible because ultimately they're the private property of one man, like every time, or usually some board of the only people that can be worse than one man, a couple of stockholders.
Your turn.
Sweet. I top deck an instant win. No, but play Linvala. No activated abilities.
Alright, but while it's still a spell,
That's fine.
I'll return to its owner's hand.
Cool. For 2 and 2 white. Wait for it. Linvala. Oh, and then he bounces. Yeah, weird. And then it's go.
Damn, that really fucks up my play.
Anyways, so the problem with a lot of these social networks is that
Swing with an intet.
yeah, okay, now I'm dead. The problem with a lot of these social networks is that ultimately they're the property of one man. And that's why decentralizing them, you know, like the point of the internet, is a good thing. Hence why I say to everyone, join the Matrix. Yeah, so Linvala's cool. Avison would be cool if she didn't immediately get bounced.